defend, although you definitely want some zealots in there. Has some goons out there as well to help. Wondering whether Hero's going to transition to lurkers. Observatory out there, so JangBi definitely getting himself ready, getting speed on those dragoons, getting range on those dragoons, I believe, as he gets them. So definitely waiting to transition to that Dark Archon. This is very interesting play. Dark Archon actually saving his DTs into a Dark Archon. Wondering what he's going to use these for. Might just be for Maelstroms rather than anything else. Polaris Rhapsody, not like Triathlon, no arbiters to mind control, so most likely going to be for Maelstrom. Might be for feedbacks once Defilers come out there, but don't see really Hero going for Hive Tech yet. He is going to expand the 6 o'clock location mineral only, but I don't really see him going for any Hive Tech yet. I see him just staying on the bases he has. JangBi going very goon heavy right now, adding to his High Templar and Zealot force. Also adding in photon cannons, expecting a tech switch. Hero has done that in the past, tech switched, and done significant damage with a tech switch by going for quite a very quick Mutalist. Second Evo Chamber out there as well. DT finally, no, is he? Might finally get picked off. Anyway, yeah, finally going to get picked off. Managing to get one drone for it, you know, taking you down with me, something like that. But overall, not too much damage. And JangBi with an interesting army composition. A lot of Dragoons, several Zealots, High Templar, and the Dark Archon. That's very interesting, very interesting. But if you use a Maelstrom of a massive group of Hydras, they're just gonna freeze in place. One storm on top of them, and all the Hydras go bye. So really, when you think about it, might really come in handy if you utilize it well. Queen's Nest is on the way for Hero, so he's gonna after getting that mineral, he's gonna finally start working on that Hive Tech. And feedback, of course, very useful against spellcasters of any kind, Defilers included. As long as you get that feedback off before he starts getting Dark Swarms or Plagues off, then it's going to be a good position. I do believe that Hero at this point knows about that Dark Archon, and suspects some funky play. Also, I've never seen a Maelstrom on a bunch of lurkers. I like to see that, like Maelstrom before they manage to burrow down. Wonder if you Maelstrom out lurkers in the middle of a burrow animation, whether they freeze. I actually don't know this. This is a little bit of StarCraft knowledge. I don't know whether if lurkers are about to burrow down, you Maelstrom them just before that happens, whether they actually freeze in the burrowing animation and just kind of stay there and not burrow down. So you can still see them. Well, it's going to be interesting to see. Hero actually also has an interesting army composition. Does have Zerglings out there, which soon enough are going to turn into Cracklings. A lot of lurkers, some Hydras as well. Both players with interesting army compositions, and JangBi was way ahead of Hero in expecting those lurkers. A lot of goons out there. He's just going to go for this natural expo right now. Scourge going to try to hit these observers. Not going to manage to. Dark Archon are going to come in close as well. And Hydra's going to come in from less along Zerglings. So here at the very least, going to have troops coming from different locations. Nice storms are there from JangBi. Storming the bridge as well. High Templar coming in from the back. Losing one of his observers. Still has one in there. Has to keep that one alive. More Scourge coming in. A lot of storms on top of the lurkers. Huge amount of storms here from JangBi. Picking off everything. Does lose his observer. But no lurkers in position for that observer to be needed. Finally, some more lurkers coming in. That DA just... Maelstroming a bunch of Zerglings, of all things, instead of maybe those lurkers. And, yeah, the white guy in the audience, or Hispanic guy in the audience, the green lights didn't quite give me the information, but yeah, the non-Asian guy in the audience definitely agreed with me. Another Maelstrom on a bunch of Zerglings. Try to give himself an opening to retreat. So at the very least, some interesting Maelstrom usage, but just don't help him too much in the long run, really. Maelstrom just a bunch of Zerglings for a little bit amount and not managing to actually pick any of them off while doing so. Desperately just trying to save these forces, try to get him back. Wants to keep the Dark Archon alive. Might not work out. Very low on shields right now, but finally I think with these reinforcements coming in here, might save that. Dark Archon has given him 2 Maelstroms on a bunch of Zerglings, but more for positioning. He kind of started using them more as stasis rather than making them a target than anything else. Still has that DA. Still not convinced that the DA is actually the DA. The DA has done good things for this case. But yeah, still not sure that the Dark Archon has really, done his money's worth of work, basically. He's stayed alive. That's already something. Giving JangBi an opportunity to expand towards the Tolkok position, minor only, might want to try to maneuver himself so he can pick up an additional gas soon enough. Might be that upper right-hand position, although it is a little bit vulnerable, so you definitely need a bunch of cans to defend there, and it's going to be definitely vulnerable to crackling busts once those Defilers come out there. HiyA seems to be kind of sticking to what he went for in the first set. Yes, HiyA seems to be pretty much going for kind of like that. Different kind of opponent, but he does seem to be just sticking to lair tech. Oh man, might deny the total cock position. Actually, Nexus was almost up, so I'm not quite sure. Not gonna even bother on the Nexus right now. Trying to come in here, picking up some High Templar. No! Oh man, losing High Templar, the worst thing for JangBi. Now he has Cracklings at the total cock position. Very few reinforcements to try to go there, and yeah, he's gonna lose that Nexus. Oh man. Is he going to be able to storm it? Get one storm off! Zerglings come in to reinforce and manage to pick that off, though. So despite the storm, not enough. Going to be forced to get that back up again. And JangBi definitely on the back foot here. Been, fighting the fights, but hasn't really done all the damage he needed to. I thought he would have managed to do more damage than Natural Expo, but now he's going to be facing some Defilers. And doing that on 2 bases, while HiyA's done a superb job of utilizing his lair tech units this entire time. Nothing but lair tech units, and he's really done a magnificent job of it without, rushing to Hive. I really like this kind of play where you stay on lair for a while, you don't rush to Hive until your economy is strong enough, until you have a strong enough position on the map. There are another Maelstrom and a bunch of Zerglings that will go down, but I'm not sure I agree with this use. Maelstroming a Defiler with some Zerglings, now there's something. Or feedback in the Defiler, rather, before, even a better idea. Gonna go in there and maybe finally kill it. Does have some Archons as well as there, but still gonna face very close to the middle. Some more Dark Swarms come off. He does have a lot of Zealots and Archons, so the Dark Swarms are not too much of a hassle. But still, he wants to be very careful. Facing 2 Dark Swarm on 2 locations. One must also make sure he doesn't get that Dark Archon picked off, which it actually might go. Are we going to see the explosion? Yes, we do. Kablam! Blowing up into whatever it is that a Dark Archon blows up into. But I still feel JangBi needs to desperately get an additional base up. He needs to hold HiyA back. HiyA just doing a great job with nothing but lair units and some Defilers out there. And but JangBi might just continue getting back into this game with nothing but the use of some nice storms. Does get plagued there. A lot of his forces getting plagued. Not his Archons, ironically enough. Well, the Plague's kind of useless against them anyway, so hey. JangBi now going to transition towards the lower afternoon position. I think this might just be a doomed venture from the start because a lot of reinforcement are going to be flowing in from both sides. Here we're going to get a pincer movement going here. Lurk is in position where there is an Observer to help against those, but don't really see much at all. Got a Storm on top of that Dark Swarm. Second Storm, in fact, but still I don't think he's in the position to really defend himself here. Still a Defiler in play. Just has a High Templar, a couple Archons, third Archon rather, morphing in, and a few Zealots on top on the high ground of all places. And despite those weapons 3, at the very least, those Zealots can do a good job of engaging those Zerglings. But I just still don't think he's in a very good position. He has those weapons upgrades that are helping him, but still doesn't have a third base going. And just really, his resources and economy has to be crying right now in tears, in utter shambles, something like that. And yeah, I just think that we're very, very close from seeing HiyA move out of this group at this moment. He managed to get a base up at this inside 9, has a couple of cannons and High Templars. They might defend that for a little while, but as soon as there's a Defiler with Cracklings in there, it's going to be it. Ultralisk Cavern now out there. HiyA might actually want to start thinking about expanding to an additional location because he's only on 3 gas. Actually going to try to threaten the natural at this point. Might pick off a cannon because, cannon just melt like butter on a hot knife. Yeah, just Zerglings go through cannons like, hot knife through butter. I confused myself there a little bit, but now just pressure on all sides from HiyA. This inside 9 is such an important lifeline, and it's going to go down right now with JangBi not even lifting a finger, actually retreating his forces back, not having storms ready handy at the right time. I think he actually might have managed to save that, but see how fast those Cracklings go through that. Just horrible position for JangBi to be in. We are going to be seeing the GG any second because HiyA's position is so dominant, and JangBi has absolutely no resources to get back into this. That Dark Archon, all in all, I don't think really helped him out much at all. Just kind of resources wasted overall, I believe. Despite some, he did get some Maelstroms off, but in the end didn't really utilize it very well. Losing the entirety of his army there yet again, and GGing. Never really got a... The only time he had a nice turn ball, he kind of suicided over half of it, unfortunately, and didn't really manage to get himself any sort of presence in the game. So he's going to move out to the final match, but he's still going to have a chance to get out of this group. So we're not going to be seeing Fantasy and JangBi move out of this group. That's going to be interesting. GG guys, Ranch and Net, assisting. Hope you enjoyed. Moving on.